Hey everyone, this is Ferro and with this video see how to get the Breakthrough Trophy from Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, where you need to get all collectibles in the game. You'll get the majority of the collectibles by simply playing the game, the side stories and working on another trophy, so I recommend that you think about this trophy as your last one. Then we will see some specific collectibles that require specific actions and we'll see exactly what you need to do to get them. First, let's start with the music. There are a total of 27 songs that you can get. Half of them you get by playing the story and the other half by completing the side stories. The only tricky song is number 26, Candy Hearts with a Z. To get this song you must play number 25, Candy Hearts with an S, 3 times. After that, for the music to show up, just go back to the DDLC and immediately click back to the desktop, open the music tab and this song will appear. Now let's check the wallpapers. There are 19 wallpapers in total. The first 7 are obtained automatically at the start of the game. The next 10 wallpapers are obtained by completing the respective side stories, so if you already play them all, you should have them. For wallpaper number 18 that we see now on the screen, you get it by finishing any poem minigame in less than 20 seconds. You do this when you do the any percentage WR attempts trophy. I've made a video about that trophy, but I'll show it here as well. And finally, the last wallpaper is obtained when you select the word kawaii in the poem minigame. This is a word related to Natsuki. Now we have 25 poems in total to get. A lot of them you obtain them normally by playing the story, others by normally playing some of the side stories. Then you have one poem that you get by writing all 3 poems to Natsuki in Act 1, and the same goes for Yuri. If you got the perfect Natsuki and perfect Yuri trophies, you already have these. Some people reported that they don't get Yuri's second and third poems. If this happens to you, write the first poem to Natsuki and then the second and third poems to Yuri. During the argument, defend Natsuki. Another way to work around this, according to some people reports, is that if you write all poems to Sayori and then defend Natsuki in the argument, these 2 poems to Yuri unlock. Then we have 5 poems from Monika that you'll get naturally. You'll get 3 in Act 1, 1 in Act 2 and the other one in Act 3. Then we have the developer note that you unlock by getting the good ending. If you did the Dan Says Hi trophy, you got this one already. If not, I made a video explaining how you can unlock it. The rest of the poems are obtained by basically finishing the story normally and then by getting everyone's poems. Going for CGs now, we have a total of 18 of them, very straightforward to get. If you write the first and second poems to each character during Act 1 in 3 different runs, you'll get the first 6 CGs. Once again, this can go together with the 3 perfect trophies for each character if you already did those. Then we have 1 CG by helping Yuri for the festival, another one for helping Natsuki for the festival, one for saying I love you to Sayori at the end of Act 1, and one for when you are alone with Monika in Act 3. The remaining 8 are unlocked after completing all side stories, including the equal side story. CGs are quite easy to unlock, you should not struggle with any of them. We have now secrets to unlock, 10 in total to be precise, but almost for sure you are just missing one. Secrets are only unlocked in Act 2, so if you did several runs I assume that you already have 9 of them. If not, keep playing Act 2 until you get the first 9 secrets. Now the last one is actually a secret start screen that has a low chance to show up and only appears when you open the DDLC from the desktop to start Act 2. Play the game until you start Act 2, then exit the DDLC to the desktop. Once you are there, enter the DDLC again to see if this start screen appears. If not, exit DDLC and repeat. Keep doing this until you manage the last secret. It can take 2 minutes or half an hour to get this, it really depends on your luck. Our next part of collectibles are the background images that I assume that you already have. There are only 12 of these, 9 obtained during the story, and the other 3 you get them with some of the side stories. Going for sketches, we have 20 in total, and some of these collectibles require more specific actions. You get the first one by selecting the word Doki Doki from the poem minigame. This word is related to Natsuki and probably you already have it. If not, keep playing the poem minigame until you find it. The second sketch is unlocked on the 3rd day of Act 1 when they ask who you should help for the festival. You must pick both Sayori and Monika's names first before going for Yuri or Natsuki. The third sketch is obtained by deleting Monika's file before starting a new game, something that you already did multiple times at this point. Then you have several sketches where you must write a perfect poem for each character and also to write 3 poems for the same character in Act 1. Once again, these are trophy related, so if you already have all 3 perfect poems for each character and also if you have the Dan Says Hi trophy, these must be in your list already. If not, just see what you're missing and complete the necessary actions. Now this sketch right here also requires something specific to do. Play the game until the end of Act 1 where you find Sayori's body in a room. Pause the game and try to load the previous save file to try to go back in your gameplay and to also get this sketch. After the sketches related to Yuri that we already talked about, we have another one that maybe it's still locked for you. For this one you must delete Monika before she starts her monologue in Act 3, but be careful, do not delete it immediately after you are alone with her in a room. Let her talk for a bit, let her tell you that she knows this is the game and let her say your name. After that you can pause the game and delete her file. The next character sketch that we see now is related to the emails that you get. If you have an email called character discrepancy, open it to unlock this sketch.
The next sketches are obtained in the Dan Says Hi trophy. Once again, if you already have this trophy, you also have these sketches. And then we have another sketch for Monica in Act 3. To get this one, try to skip her dialogue during one of her monologues when given the option to do so. So you have to try to press the skip button to get this sketch. The next sketch is unlocked by selecting Help Me Sayuri during the argument in Act 1. I can only assume that you already have this, if not, you know what to do, and the next one is just to tell Sayuri that you'll walk home with her when she asks you, once again in Act 1. This is another sketch that for sure you already have in your collectibles. This sketch right here is very easy to get if you still don't have it. While on the desktop, just go to Files, then open the game folder and select the file poemwords.txt. This file shows all the favorite words for each character. This one right here is a Natsuki sketch that you get by seeing the Play With Me scene. If you don't have this one yet, you just need to write the first 2 poems in Act 2 for Natsuki. And the last sketch is unlocked in the 3rd poem minigame of Act 2. At some point in the minigame, you'll see a corrupt word, just make sure you select it to get this final sketch. And the last section is our promos. There are 9 images to get, once again most of them very straightforward. The first 3 are very specific and probably you don't have them yet. During Act 1 you have to write 1 poem for each character. So 1 poem for Sayuri, 1 for Yuri and 1 for Natsuki. All 3 in the same run. Just start a new game and write each of the 3 poems for each character to get these 3 images. The 4th promo image is unlocked by listening to 15 monologue dialogues from Monica in Act 3. If you obtain the She Will Never Be Real trophy, you have this image. If not, just do the trophy to get it. Promo 5 is unlocked after you get all special poems, which mean all the secrets that we talked before. Unlock these and you get this one automatically. Then Promo 6 should be one missing in your collection because it is very boring to do. In Act 2, when you are with Yuri's body, you have to pass the weekend there where all the weird text shows up. Because this is very long, normally you'll skip it, but to get this one you have to manually pass all the text without using the skip button. This task will take you around 10 minutes to complete. For the next promo, just play all the side stories. For promo 8, just choose the word horror during the poem minigame. This word is related to Yuri and almost for sure you already chose this one at some point in your gameplay. And finally, for our last image, you must delete Monica's file on 2 separate playthroughs. This one is also trophy related to the 2 stock trophy to be more specific, so unlock this trophy to get this image. And that's it, all collectibles covered, and I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions about any specific collectible that you don't understand, leave a comment and I can try to go into more detail if possible. And also do not forget to leave it a like and to subscribe if you still didn't. See ya!